Hello and welcome to Replacement Player Baseball. Today we're going to see Game 3 between the Cubs and Dodgers in Wrigley Field. The Cubs have taken the first two out of this series and are looking to build on that success in Game 3 against Los Angeles. Now, we are going to see a pitching matchup today where the Cubs are going to send Blake Snell out to the mound. He is making start number 27. Coming in with a 6-10 record, 4.91 ERA, 1.52 WHIP. The Cubs lineup will include Bogaerts, O'Neill, Bryant, Ramos, Cabrera, Bradley, Santana, Snell batting 8th, and Hayward batting 9th. Opposed him will be the Dodgers lefty Alex Wood. He comes in making start number 22 with a 6-5 record, a 4.13 ERA, and a 1.17 WHIP. The Dodgers lineup today will be Turner, Muncy, Bellinger, Betts, Lux, Smith, Seager, Peterson, and Wood doing the pitching. The wind is blowing right to left at 11 mph, and we are ready to get this game underway. Blake Snell is standing on the mound, making his warm-up pitches, ready to face off with Justin Turner. The Dodgers are still first place in the NL West, coming in at 87-42. Cubs, third place in the NL Central at 60-65. Cubs have taken 3 out of 5 from the Dodgers this year. Snell now standing on the mound with an 0-2 count, ready to pitch to Justin Turner. And here it comes. Liner over Bryant's head into left field. That'll be a leadoff single for Justin Turner. Makes a big wide turn, but he heads back to first. It'll bring up Max Muncy with nobody out. One man on. Here's the pitch. Popped up behind shortstop. Bogaerts heading back into short left field, making the catch for out number 1. Bellinger now the batter with 1 out, 1 man on. Here is a full count pitch from Snell. That is a walk. Apparently that must have been low. So Bellinger draws the walk, heads down to first. There are now runners on first and second. And 1 out, Mookie Betts is the batter. Betts waiting for the first pitch from Snell. Here it comes. Lined into left field, heading over is O'Neill. He makes the catch, and that is out number 2. Gavin Lux now the batter with 2 outs, 2 men on. Gavin Lux waiting for a 3-1 pitch, and Snell misses. That was inside. So Turner heads down to third, Bellinger taking second, and Lux drawing the walk. Loading up the bases for Will Smith. With 2 outs and the bases loaded, Will Smith is going to wait for a 1-ball pitch. Grounder up the middle, Bogaerts has it, throws over to first, and that will end the inning. So Snell works his way into and out of a jam in the top of the first inning. We go to the bottom of the first of a 0-0 game. Bogaerts is going to lead off for the Cubs against Alex Wood. He is waiting for the full count pitch. Here's the sign and the pitch. Swing and a miss for Bogaerts. He heads back to the dugout. That was a sinker, and his bat went right over it. Tyler O'Neill now is the batter with 1 out, nobody on. Full count pitch to Tyler O'Neill. And that is a walk. That was low. So ball 4 to Tyler O'Neill gives him the free pass. And now Chris Bryant is the batter. 1 out, 1 man on. Bryant waiting for the full count pitch. And that's lined into left field. A diving catch, however, makes the play. The runner has to get back to first. He thought he was getting extra bases out of that. So the runner, O'Neill, has to head back to first to avoid being doubled off. And Ramos now is the batter with 2 outs and 1 man on. And here is the pitch. Grounder toward first. Muncy scoops it up, steps on the base, and that will end the inning. So the Cubs get a base runner. They do not score. We go to the top of the second inning of a 0-0 game. Corey Seager now is the batter. Leading off for the Dodgers in the second. Here's a 2-2 count. And the pitch from Snell. Grounder back up the middle. Bogaerts grabs it, but he does not throw. He realizes there was no play as the speedy Seager takes first on an infield single. Jock Peterson now the batter, nobody out, runner on first, 1-2 count. Strike 3 called. Snell freezes him with a changeup. And now the pitcher Alex Wood will bat with 1 out, 1 man on in the top of the 2nd inning. That was the first strikeout of the game for Ian Snell. Here's the first pitch. The sacrifice is laid down. Bryant has it. He throws over to first, and that'll be out number 2. The sacrifice is successful. Number 5 on the season for him, and Seager heads down to second base. Now Justin Turner will come up with 2 outs and the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's a full count pitch. Grounder towards short. Bogaerts has it, throws over to first, and that will end the inning. So the Dodgers strand a runner. We go to the bottom of the 2nd, 0-0 at Wrigley. As Dribble Cabrera is now batting for the Cubs against the pitcher Wood. Bottom of the 2nd inning, 0-2 count. Cabrera waiting for the pitch. And that's popped up on the infield. The second baseman is going to have a play. He heads over and makes the catch for out number 1. Jackie Bradley now the batter with 1 out, nobody on. 1 strike pitch to Jackie Bradley. Hot grounder toward first. Muncy stabs it and wins the foot race to the base to retire Bradley for out number 2. Danny Santana, who hit 2 home runs in yesterday's game, he's up to 25 on the season. He will face Alex Wood from the right side today with 2 outs and nobody on. Here's the first pitch to Danny Santana. Grounder toward third. The play is not made as Santana is speedy and he gets an infield single. Turner does not even attempt to make the throw, and now Snell will bat with 2 outs and 1 man on. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Grounder towards the mound. The pitcher has it, throws to first, and that will end the inning. So the Cubs get their first hit of the game. They strand a runner. We go to the top of the 3rd, 0-0. Snell working to Max Muncy in the top of the 3rd inning. Full count, Snell with the pitch. Popped up to left, Tyler O'Neill heading to his right, making the play in left field for out number 1. Bellinger now the batter with 1 out, nobody on. Here's a 1-2 pitch to Cody Bellinger. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That was the changeup again. Strikeout number 2 for Snell. Had him way out in front of that change. And now Betts is the batter. 2 outs, nobody on. 2-0 pitch to Mookie Betts. Lined into center field, going back is Bradley. He dives and he makes the catch, laying out at the warning track to rob him of extra bases. So the Dodgers are retired in order in the 3rd. We go now to the Cubs half of the 3rd in a 0-0 game. Jason Hayward is going to lead off against Alex Wood in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Here's a 2-2 pitch to Jason Hayward. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Hayward is strikeout victim number 2 on the day for Alex Wood. And that brings up Xander Bogaerts. With 1 out, nobody on. Here's a 2-1 pitch to Xander Bogaerts. Grounder towards short. Picked up, throws over to first, and Bogaerts is retired for out number 2. Tyler O'Neill now is the batter. 2 outs, nobody on. 3-1 pitch. Tyler O'Neill loops that one into left field. It's going to drop in no man's land. The shortstop was going out. The left fielder came in and nobody called for it. So that's a little flare of a base hit for Tyler O'Neill, bringing up Chris Bryant. 2 outs, 1 man on. Bryant got robbed on a hard hit ball the last time up. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Bryant pops this one up to center field as Bellinger heads over and makes the play for out number 3. So the Cubs strand a runner. They do not score. We go to the top of the 4th of a 0-0 ball game. Blake Snell is the pitcher against Gavin Lux, top of the 4th inning. 1-1 count, Snell with the pitch. Popped up to center field. Bradley is coming in, gets under it, and makes the catch for out number 1. Smith now the batter Will Smith, the Dodgers catcher, comes up with one out, nobody on. Here's a 2-2 count. Will Smith waiting for the pitch. Popped up to right, this time Hayward coming in. Long run, but he makes the grab for out number 2. Corey Seager now batting with 2 outs and nobody on. Here's an 0-2 pitch to Corey Seager. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Snell knocks him down with the slider. And we head down to the bottom of the 4th inning of a 0-0 game. Ramos is going to lead off for the Cubs in the 4th, facing Alex Wood. 1-2 count. Ramos waiting for the pitch. Grounder towards short. Picked up and thrown to first, which retires Ramos for out number 1. Asdrubal Cabrera now with 1 out, nobody on. Here's a 2-1 pitch to Cabrera. Lined into left field. Going back is Peterson, and he hustles back to make the catch for out number 2. Jackie Bradley now the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Here is a full count pitch to Jackie Bradley. That is strike 3, called a slider on the outside part of the plate. So, Bradley is retired. The Cubs are retired in order. We go to the top of the 5th of a 0-0 ball game. Jock Peterson facing Blake Snell in the top of the 5th inning. Snell working with a 1 strike count. Popped up to center, Bradley coming in, waiting for gravity to kick in and bring that ball down into his glove as that is put away for out number 1. Alex Wood now batting with 1 out, nobody on. Here's an 0-2 pitch to Alex Wood. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Got him with the fastball at 97. Strikeout number 4 on the day for Blake Snell. Brings up Justin Turner. 2 outs, nobody on. 2-1 pitch to Justin Turner. Line down the right field line. Hayward's going to cut that off before it gets to the wall. But Justin Turner will have a 2-out single. Max Muncy now the batter. 2 outs, 1 man on. Top of the 5th inning. And the runner goes. Ramos' throw down to second is going to be late, and it's going to skip out into center field. Man. So Turner goes first to third on the throwing error. Muncy now batting with the go-ahead run 90 feet away. And here is an 0-2 pitch from Snell. Strike 3 called. Got him with the fastball at 95. So the Dodgers threaten, they do not score. And we go to the bottom of the 5th inning of a 0-0 game. Danny Santana, 1 for 1 today, coming up against Alex Wood to lead off the Cubs half of the 5th. Here's a 1-2 pitch to Santana. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That was a slider that dove down out of the zone. Santana just swung right over it. Snell now batting for himself in the bottom of the 5th with 1 out and a full count pitch coming. Lined into center field. I believe that's going to get down for a base hit as the center fielder Bellinger plays it on a hop. A 1-out single for Snell. And now Jason Hayward is the batter. 1 out, 1 man on. 2-2 count. Hayward takes strike 3 looking. That was a sinker that caught the inside corner. And it brings up Xander Bogaerts with 2 outs, 1 man on. Bogaerts waiting for the full count pitch. The runner's going to be going. And that is outside for ball 4. So Bogaerts takes his base. And Wood issues his second walk of this game, bringing up Tyler O'Neill with 2 outs, 2 men on. 1 strike pitch to Tyler O'Neill. Grounder toward third. The throw goes to second as they get the intermediate runner to end the inning on a fielder's choice. Well, the Cubs strand 2. We go to the top of the 6th. It is a 0-0 ball game. Bellinger will lead off against Snell in the top of the 6th. Here is a 2-0 count. Grounder towards second. Cabrera has it, throws to Santana, covering first for out number 1. Betts now batting. 1 out, nobody on. Here's a full count pitch to Mookie Betts. Swing and a miss for strike 3. The fastball burns past him at 98. And that will be strikeout number 6 on the day for Blake Snell. Bringing up Gavin Lux. 2 outs, nobody on. 1-1 count. And he lines that one. That's going all the way to the wall in left center field. O'Neill chasing. He pulls it out of the ivy. Sliding into second with a double is Gavin Lux. So the Dodgers get a 2-out double, and they're trying to get something going here in the top of the 6th inning. Oh, Gavin Lux may have been hurt, but after the trainer examines him, it appears he's going to remain in the game. So Will Smith now comes up. Snell is going to face Smith with 2 outs, the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's a 1-2 count. Strike 3 called. Change up at 76. He froze him with that change of pace. So Snell, despite giving up the double, gets out of the inning. The Dodgers do not score. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning of a 0-0 game. So the Cubs are going to send Bryant, Ramos, and Cabrera up in this inning. They middle of the lineup, got to get something going here against Alex Wood. Wood comes out to pitch the bottom of the 6th with 92 under his belt already. Bryant waiting for the 1-1 pitch. Popped up left center field. Tracking is Bellinger. He makes the catch for out number 1. Ramos now batting, 1 out, nobody on. Here's a 2-2 pitch to Wilson Ramos. Grounder towards short. Bogaerts has it. Excuse me, that's not Bogaerts, that's Seager. You're losing track of which team is playing defense here. Seager fields, throws to Muncy to record out number 2, and now has Asdrubal Cabrera as the batter. 2 outs, nobody on. Here's a 1-1 pitch to Asdrubal Cabrera. And that's a grounder towards short. Seager has it again, repeats the throw to Muncy, and ends the inning. We go to the top of the 7th. It is a 0-0 ball game in Chicago. Snell is coming out to work inning number 7. He has thrown 6 scoreless so far. He's going to face Seager, Peterson, and the pitcher's spot in the top of the 7th inning. Here's the first pitch to Corey Seager. Lined into center field. Bradley's got a long run. He is going to play it on a hop. That'll be a leadoff single for Corey Seager. And it brings up Jock Peterson. With nobody out, runner on first. Here is a full count pitch. The runner goes. The throw goes down to second. And the runner is safe. At least he had to stop at second base rather than advancing to third. Seager has 12 steals now on the season. The batter is struck out. Peterson took strike 3 looking. So that brings up Alex Wood now with 1 out, runner on second. Probably a sacrifice situation. I'm surprised that Wood is batting in this scenario. Here's the first pitch, and he lines that one right at the first baseman. They had him swinging away. Santana grabs it for out number 2. And now the Cubs are going to bring in the closer, Edwin Diaz. Diaz will face the top of the Dodger lineup in the form of Justin Turner. With 2 outs, runner on second. Critical situation here in the top of the 7th inning. Diaz working with a 2-2 count. He's looking for the sign. Turner waiting for the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Got him with the slider. So Diaz ends the inning. We go to the bottom of the 7th of a 0-0 ball game. And today, the 7th inning stretch is going to be led by legendary Dodger announcer Vin Scully is going to lead the 7th inning stretch. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning now. Jackie Bradley is going to step up to the plate against the Dodger reliever Dustin May. So why the Dodgers decided not to use a pinch hitter there in the last half of the inning is really beyond me. But Jackie Bradley is going to face May to lead off the Cubs after the 7th inning. Here is a 2-2 count and the pitch to Jackie Bradley. That's a swing and a miss for strike 3. Bradley set down with the sinker, and it brings up Danny Santana. With 1 out, nobody on. Full count pitch to Danny Santana. That is ball 4. Santana draws the walk and heads down to first. So now Mike Tauschman is going to come in. He is going to pinch hit in this scenario for the pitcher's spot. So Edwin Diaz did his job, got the Cubs out of the 7th, and somebody else is going to come out to pitch the 8th. Mike Tauschman is going to step up against Santana, batting from the left side against the righty May, with 1 out, 1 man on. Here's a 2-2 pitch to Mike Tauschman. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Tauschman is punched out with the sinker, and it brings up Jason Heyward. Heyward now with 2 outs, runner still on first, and here is the 1-1 pitch. Heyward grounds it towards second. The throw goes to first, and Heyward is retired to end the inning. So the Dodgers end the Cubs inning. They get a walk, but nothing else. We go to the top of the 8th inning of a 0-0 game. Sean Doolittle is going to be the new Cub pitcher. The lefty Doolittle is going to come in to pitch the top of the 8th inning, as it looks like 3 out of the next 4 Dodger batters are going to come up from the left side. He's going to face Muncy, Bellinger, and Betts here in the top of the 8th. Doolittle working with a 3-1 count. Looking for the sign. And here's the pitch. That is a ball. That is ball 4. And Muncy draws the walk. So he is on first. It brings up Cody Bellinger. Nobody out. 1 man on. Full count pitch to Bellinger. And he checks his swing and he is awarded first. So Doolittle issues 2 consecutive walks to begin the inning. And now Mookie Betts is going to bat with nobody out. 2 men on. Full count pitch again. That's lined into the gap in right center field. That's going to drive in some runs. Rounding third and heading home to score. Another runner is rounding third and heading home to score. Bradley's throw goes down to third. So Bellinger scores. Betts is thrown out at third by Jackie Bradley, attempting to stretch a double into a triple. He is credited, however, with a 2-run RBI double as the Dodgers take a 2-0 lead. And now Gavin Lux is going to be the batter. With 1 out, nobody on. 1-1 count to Gavin Lux. Popped up to right. Heyward heading over to right center and making the catch for out number 1. Smith now the batter. He's going to face Rafael Iglesias. Iglesias coming in with 2 outs and nobody on. Iglesias has worked 49 2/3 on the season, 16 walks, 69 strikeouts, and a 2.54 ERA. Iglesias working with a full count and 2 outs. And here is the pitch. Popped up in foul territory. Santana is chasing. And he makes the catch for out number 3. So the Dodgers score twice. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning of a 2-0 Los Angeles lead. The Cubs are going to send the top of their order up against Dustin May here in the bottom of the 8th inning. May already worked the 7th. And here is a 1-strike count to Xander Bogaerts. And Bogaerts crushes it. Deep left field. That is gone. Bogaerts leads off the inning with a solo home run, 408 feet out to left field, pretty close to going down the left field line. So the Cubs have cut the lead in half. It is now 2-1, and Tyler O'Neill is coming up. Bottom of the 8th inning. Nobody out, nobody on. First pitch to Tyler O'Neill. And here it comes. That's lined past the third baseman into left field. That's going to be a single for Tyler O'Neill. So a base hit will put him on first, and Chris Bryant is the batter. Man, Bryant is 0 for 3 today. What a time for him to come through. This would be it. So 2-2 count. Bryant waiting for the pitch. May working. Grounder towards short. The throw goes to second, but there is no relay to first as this double play is broken up. So Bryant safe on first on the fielder's choice. There is now 1 out, and Wilson Ramos is the batter. Ramos waiting for the first pitch. That's a grounder towards second. The throw goes directly to first this time, and Ramos is retired on the fielder's choice. Bryant, getting a good jump, is able to get to second, and it brings up Asdrubal Cabrera. Now 2 outs, runner in scoring position. Cubs trying to continue to cut into this Dodger lead. Here is a 1-1 pitch. Grounder towards second. The throw goes to first, and that will retire the side. Well, the Cubs do get one on the solo shot. We go to the top of the 9th of a 2-1 Dodger lead. Iglesias is going to face Seager. He will have the 7, 8, and 9 batters coming up in the Dodger lineup. Top of the 9th inning, 2-1 Dodger lead, full count pitch from Iglesias. And that is low for ball 4, so Seager draws the walk, and it brings up Jock Peterson. With nobody out, runner on first, here's a 1-ball pitch to Peterson. Grounder towards second, Cabrera has it, and he boots it. Oh, he kicks it, and he's charged with an error. Everybody is safe. The Dodgers have first and second with nobody out, and the pinch hitter is going to be Chris Taylor. He'll come in from the right side against the righty Iglesias with nobody out, 2 men on. Top of the 9th inning. Here is a 2-2 pitch from Iglesias. Grounder toward third. Bryant has it. Throws over to first, and that will be out number 1. I feel like he should have tried to execute the double play right there, but that was not the decision that he made. So Bryant gets him at first, gets Taylor at first for the fielder's choice, and it brings up Justin Turner. With 1 out, runners on second and third, infield is drawn in. Cubs trying to maintain the 1-run deficit here in the top of the 9th inning. Here's a 1-2 pitch from Iglesias. Grounder toward third, Bryant has it, looks the runner back, throws to first, and that is out number 2. Brings up Max Muncy, and now Jonathan Loaiza is going to be the new pitcher. With 2 outs, 2 men on, Loaiza is brought in to face Muncy in the top of the 9th inning and get out of this inning. Iglesias' day is over. Here's a 1-2 pitch from Loaiza. Popped up to right. Coming in is Hayward. He is going to make the play for out number 3. So the Dodgers threaten. They do not score, leaving 2 runners on base. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. It is a 2-1 Dodger lead, and Kenley Jansen is coming out to pitch. He has thrown 46 2/3 on the season, 7 walks to 56 strikeouts, and a 2.12 ERA. The righty Jansen will face the lefty Bradley in the bottom of the 9th inning. Here is a full count pitch. Jansen working, looking for the sign. 32 saves on the season, leading the National League. Here's the pitch. That's a grounder toward first. I think that was ball 4, but he swung at it anyway. So Bradley is retired for out number 1. Santana now the batter with 1 out and nobody on. Here's a 3-1 pitch to Danny Santana. And that's hit high and hard to deep right field. Santana goes yard, and he has tied this game at 2. So the Cubs, with a pair of solo home runs, have come back to tie this game 420 feet off the bat of Danny Santana in the bottom of the 9th inning. So now, Jay Bruce is going to be brought up as the pinch hitter in the bottom of the 9th. 1 out, tie game. Cubs looking to try to put this one away potentially in the bottom of the 9th. Here is a 1-ball count and the pitch. With Bruce popping it up to center. Bellinger, oh, it gets over Bellinger's head. Bruce is heading for second. He slides in. He is safe. I thought for sure Bellinger was going to have that, but it went over his head and bounced off the wall. So a 1-out double for Jay Bruce puts the winning run in scoring position. Jason Hayward is now the batter. 1 out, 1 man on. Hayward facing Jansen with a 1-strike count. The runner goes. Bruce slides in to third, and he is out. What a decision. You had the go-ahead run, the winning run on second base. They try to steal third, and Bruce is thrown out. So now there's 2 outs Hayward is still batting. And Hayward working, waiting for the 1-2 pitch from Jansen. There's a grounder toward first. Muncy has it, and he steps on the base for out number 3. So the Cubs do tie the game. We go to the top of the 9th inning of a 2-2 ball game. Trevor Rosenthal is going to be brought in to pitch for the Cubs in the top of the 10th. Rosenthal will face Bellinger, Betts, and Lux in the Dodgers' half of the 10th inning. Rosenthal is working with a full count, looking for the sign. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 called. Right down the middle, a fastball at 97. So Rosenthal retires Bellinger for out number 1. And now Mookie Betts is the batter. 1 out, nobody on. Here's a 3-1 pitch to Mookie Betts. That is outside for ball 4. Betts didn't have to think about that one very hard. That was way outside. So runner on first brings up Gavin Lux with 1 out. And a 1-2 count from Rosenthal. Strike 3 called. That was a swing and a miss at a high fastball. He smoked that one in there at 98. So Rosenthal has 2 strikeouts now, and he's going to face Will Smith with 2 outs and a runner on first. Here's a 1-2 pitch to Will Smith. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Got him with another fastball. So Rosenthal records 3 strikeouts, issues a walk. That last fastball came in at 100 miles an hour. We go to the bottom of the 10th inning. It is a 2-2 ball game. Xander Bogaerts, the Cubs' leadoff hitter, will lead off against Kenley Jansen in the bottom of the 10th inning. Jansen, who blew the save in the 9th, is going to come out for his 2nd inning of work. Here's a 2-2 count and the pitch to Bogaerts. Lined into center field. I believe that's going to get down. No, it does not. Bellinger with a diving defensive play robs Bogaerts of a base hit out in center field. So that brings up Tyler O'Neill with 1 out and nobody on. Here's a 1-2 count and the pitch to Tyler O'Neill. Strike 3 called. That was a cutter on the outside corner. So O'Neill is retired, bringing up Chris Bryant. 2-2 game, 2 outs, nobody on, bottom of the 10th inning. Here is a 2-2 pitch to Chris Bryant. And he swings and misses for strike 3. So the Cubs are retired in order in the 10th. We go to the top of the 11th inning. It is a 2-2 ball game. Rosenthal will face Seager in the top of the 11th. Rosenthal needs to get through the 7, 8, and 9 batters in the Dodger lineup in this top half of the 11th inning. Here is a 1-ball count, and Rosenthal with the pitch. Grounder toward first. Santana has it. Flips to Rosenthal, who covers the base for out number 1. Peterson now batting with 1 out, nobody on. Here is a full count pitch to Jock Peterson. Popped up right field. Hayward heading to his right, making the play in right center for out number 2. And now A.J. Pollock is going to be the pinch hitter for the Dodgers in the pitcher spot. The righty Pollock will face the righty Rosenthal with 2 outs and nobody on base. Here is a 1-2 pitch to Pollock. And that's a swing and a miss at a high fastball for strike 3. So Rosenthal gets 4 strikeouts. He throws 2 scoreless innings, and the Dodgers are retired in order. We go now to the bottom of the 11th of a 2-2 ball game. Fortunately for the Cubs, Kenley Jansen is no longer on the mound. The Dodgers have brought in lefty Caleb Ferguson to pitch in the bottom of the 11th inning. He has thrown 47 1/3 innings, allowed 20 walks, 78 strikeouts, and a 3.23 ERA. He will face Wilson Ramos to lead off the Cubs half of the 11th. Ferguson looking for the sign, and here's the first pitch to Wilson Ramos. Popped up center field. Bellinger heading over, and he makes the catch for out number 1. As Dribble Cabrera now coming up. 1 out, nobody on. Cabrera waiting for the 2-1 pitch. Ferguson working. Lined into center field. That's going all the way to the wall. That's going to be extra bases. Rounding first. Heading for second. Cabrera slides into second with a 1-out double, and the Cubs have the winning run in scoring position. So Cabrera hits the 1-out double all the way to the wall in center field, bringing up who's going to be now the pinch hitter, Nico Hoerner. He is pinch hitting for Jackie Bradley here in the bottom of the 11th inning. As Drupal Cabrera is standing on second with 1 out, Hoerner the batter. Here is a 2-2 pitch to Nico Hoerner. And that's a grounder towards second. The throw goes over to first, and that will be out number 2 on a fielder's choice. Cabrera takes third, and it brings up Danny Santana. Santana is 2 for 3 with a home run. He tied the game in the bottom of the 9th inning. Santana facing Ferguson from the right side. The lefty Ferguson with a full count making the pitch. That is a walk. That is ball 4. Ferguson feels like he got squeezed on that one. The umpire says ball 4 low. And now Josh Phegley is going to be the pinch hitter. Phegley is going to step up to pinch hit from the right side against the lefty Ferguson. He is pinch hitting in the pitcher's spot in the bottom of the 11th inning. 2 outs. Winning run 90 feet away. Phegley waiting for the 2-0 pitch. Here it comes. Popped up on the infield. The second baseman, Lux, calls him off and makes the catch for out number 3. So the Cubs strand 2. We go to the top of the 12th inning. It is a 2-2 ball game. Justin Turner is going to face Sammy T, the new Cub pitcher, in the top of the 12th inning. Sammy has worked 32 innings. He's allowed 20 walks, 30 strikeouts, and a 7.31 ERA. He will face Turner, Muncy, and Bellinger in the Dodgers half of the 12th. Here's an 0-2 pitch to Avila, looking for the sign, and here's the pitch. And that's hit pretty high and pretty hard to deep left field, and it's going to be gone. So the very first batter takes an 0-2 slider out 385 feet down the left field line. The Dodgers now have a 3-2 lead. Home run number 20 on the season for Justin Turner. I'll bet Sammy T wants that one back. He had him at 0-2 and then hung a slider that gets drilled out of the ballpark. Max Muncy now the batter. Dodgers leading again, this time 3-2. And here is a 3-0 pitch. That's low for ball 4. So Sammy T issues the walk. Muncy heads down to first, and Bellinger now is the next batter. Nobody out, runner on first. Here's a 1-strike pitch to Cody Bellinger. That's lined over the second baseman's head. That's going to drop into right field for a base hit. As Hayward cuts it off, Bellinger gets credit with the single. Muncy heads to second, and now Mookie Betts is the batter. Nobody out, 2 men on. Here is the first pitch to Mookie Betts. That's lined into right field. Hayward heading over. He makes the catch for out number 1. Gavin Lux now the batter. With 1 out, 2 men on. Lux facing Sammy T in the top of the 12th inning. Here's a 1-2 count. And that is strike 3 called. So Lux is struck out with the fastball at 97. And it brings up Will Smith. With 2 outs, 2 men on. Smith facing Sammy T in the top of the 12th inning. Here's the first pitch. And he drills one to deep left field. That is going to be gone. He got all of that one 451 feet out onto the street behind the left field bleachers. So the Dodgers now have a 6-2 lead in the top of the 12th inning. And Casey Sadler is going to be the next pitcher. Apparently, John Lester is not available today. So with a 4-run lead, the Dodgers send Corey Seager up to face Casey Sadler in the top of the 12th inning. Here's a 1-1 count. Sadler looking for the sign. He's thrown 54 2/3 on the season, striking out 31. There's a pop-up to center. Coming in and making the catch is Nico Hoerner for out number 3. Well, the Dodgers score 4 times in the 12th. They take a 6-2 lead into the bottom of the 12th inning. Jason Heyward now is the batter against Caleb Ferguson, leading off the Cubs half of the 12th. Here's the first pitch to Jason Heyward. That's a liner into left center field. That's going to be a base hit. So I guess if the Cubs are going to get back in this game, it's got to start somewhere. Leadoff single for Jason Heyward brings up Xander Bogaerts. Nobody out, runner on first. Bogaerts waiting for the 2-1 pitch. Oh, and he's hit. He takes one to the thigh and heads down to first. So Heyward goes to second. O'Neill now the batter with nobody out and 2 men on. Here's the first pitch to Tyler O'Neill. And that's lined down the left field line. That going all the way to the wall. This will be extra bases. O'Neill drives in a run. There's now runners on second and third with nobody out. And the Cubs now trail 6-3. The third base coach held Bogaerts at third. And now Chris Bryant is the batter. 0 for 5 today, facing Caleb Ferguson in the bottom of the 12th inning. Nobody out, 2 men on. Here's an 0-2 pitch to Chris Bryant. And that's hit hard. Deep left field. The outfielders look up and it's gone! The Cubs have just tied this game in the bottom of the 12th inning. At 6-6, Chris Bryant with a clutch home run, tying the game in extra innings. 409 feet out to left center field, but outfielders just watched it leave. And now Wilson Ramos is the batter. He is going to face McAllister with nobody out in the bottom of the 12th inning. Cubs have already scored 4 times to tie this game. Wilson Ramos now waiting for the first pitch from McAllister. McAllister comes in with a 4.85 ERA, and that's a liner past shortstop into left field. Ramos, with the single, keeps the inning going. Cabrera now batting. Nobody out, runner on first. Here's a 3-1 pitch to Asdrubal Cabrera. And that's popped up to right. I believe it's going to be playable. And it is caught for out number 1. So Betts making the catch. And now Nico Hoerner is going to be the batter. He is 0 for 1. He was substituted in on a pinch hit earlier in this game. He is now going to come up with Ramos on first, 1 out in the bottom of the 12th inning. Here is a 1-2 count. And Nico Hoerner swings and misses for strike 3. So 2 outs now in the inning. And it brings up the man, the legend, Danny Santana with 2 outs and a go-ahead run, winning run on first base. Santana will step in from the left side against the righty McAllister in the bottom of the 12th inning. Here is a full count pitch, and Santana pops it up on the infield. The shortstop Seager calls for it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So we're going to the 13th inning. It is going to be a 6-6 game, and Casey Sadler coming back out to pitch for the Cubs. He got the final out in the 12th inning. Will face Jock Peterson to lead off the Dodgers half of the 13th. Here's a 1-strike count, and the pitch from Sadler. Grounder towards second. Cabrera has it, throws over to first, and that is out number 1. Sadler now facing Tyler White, who is the new shortstop for the Dodgers. White coming up with 1 out, nobody on. Here's a 1-strike pitch from Casey Sadler. And that's popped up in foul territory. The catcher Ramos heading over, and he makes the catch for out number 2. I'm sorry, Santana makes the catch. He called off Ramos and made the play. Either way, there's now 2 outs and nobody on, and Justin Turner is the next batter. Turner waiting for the 0-2 pitch from Sadler. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Sadler gets out of the inning, setting the Dodgers down in order. We go to the bottom of the 13th inning of a 6-6 ball game. And Sadler is going to be allowed to bat for himself. He is 1 for 9 on the season. He is going to lead off the Cubs half of the 13th inning. Here is a 1-strike pitch. Sadler popping it up on the infield. The shortstop calling for it, makes the catch for out number 1. Jason Hayward now the batter with 1 out and nobody on. Hayward waiting for the full count pitch. That is low. Is a curveball that was outside the zone, and that was ball 4. So it brings up Xander Bogaerts with 1 out and a runner on first. Bogaerts waiting for the 2-2 pitch. And that's lined into center field. I believe it's going to be playable, and it is caught for out number 2. So Hayward still standing on first. O'Neill the batter with 2 outs and the potential winning run on first base. Here is a 1-strike pitch. O'Neill grounds it to third. The throw goes to second to get the lead runner, and that ends the 13th inning. So we go to the top of the 14th inning of a 6-6 tie. Casey Sadler will continue to work for the Cubs. He's going to face Muncy, Bellinger, and Betts in the top of the 14th inning. Here is a 2-2 count, and Sadler with the pitch, and he hits him. Drills him right in the shoulder. Muncy tries to spin out of the way, but he is unable to avoid it. So he's on first to lead off the inning, and Cody Bellinger will come up to bat. Here's a 1-2 count, and Sadler with the pitch. Grounder towards second. Cabrera to Bogaerts, but there's no relay as Bogaerts has the double play broken up at second base. 1 out is recorded on the fielder's choice. Bellinger is safe at first, and Betts is now batting. 1 out, 1 man on. 2-2 count with the pitch from Sadler. Lined into short center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. The runner's going to go from first to third, as that is a 1-out single for Mookie Betts, and it brings up Gavin Lux. With runners on the corners, the go-ahead run 90 feet away. 1 out in the top of the 14th inning. And here is the first pitch, and the runner goes. There's no throw down to second, however, as Ramos juggles it on the exchange. Stolen base number 25 on the season for Mookie Betts. And now Lux, gosh, don't you just walk Gavin Lux right here? I mean, the catcher, Will Smith, is coming up, and then the pitcher spot after that. I don't know. With first base open, it sure be tempting. Let's see what happens. 1-strike count, 1 out. Top of the 14th inning. Here's a 1-1 pitch. And he lines that one into center field. It's going to be caught. Corner makes the catch. The runner is going to tag up and score. So now there's 2 outs in the inning, and the Dodgers own a 7-6 lead. Sadler will now face Will Smith with 2 outs and runner in scoring position in the top of the 14th inning. Dodgers have just scored again to take the lead at 7-6. Here's the pitch from Sadler. Grounder to third. Bryant has it. Throws over to first, and that ends the inning. So the Dodgers score to take the lead into the bottom of the 14th at 7-6. And Take Me Out to the Ball Game is going to be sung for a second time today in the 14th inning stretch. So the Dodgers are going to bring out Adam Kolarek. He has thrown 41 2/3 innings on the season, 8 walks, 35 strikeouts, and a 3.24 ERA. Kolarek will face Chris Bryant, who was 1 for 6. He hit the game-tying home run in the bottom of the 12th inning. And now Bryant waiting for the 2-2 pitch. Kolarek looking for the sign, and here's the pitch. Bryant pops it up to center. This one's going to be playable. Going back to the warning track and making the catch is Bellinger for out number 1. Ramos now batting with 1 out, nobody on. 1 ball count. Ramos waiting for the pitch. Grounder towards short. The throw goes over to first, and Ramos is retired for out number 2. And that will bring up Asdrubal Cabrera. With 2 outs, the Cubs trailing by 1 in the bottom of the 14th inning. Cabrera is facing Kolarek. 1 ball count. Asdrubal Cabrera waiting for the pitch. Grounder to second. The throw goes over to first, and that will end the game. So the Cubs fought hard today, but ultimately they come up short. And we see the Dodgers as victorious 7-6. The Dodgers got 7 runs on 10 hits with no errors. The Cubs 6 runs on 12 hits with 2 errors. The player of today's game is in fact Alex Wood. The Dodgers starter threw 6 innings of 3-hit, 2-walk baseball with 5 strikeouts. Interestingly, Blake Snell threw 6 2/3 of scoreless baseball with 2 walks and 8 strikeouts, but apparently that was inferior to Mr. Wood's performance. The Cubs got home runs from Santana, Bryant, and Bogarts in this game. The Dodgers got a home run from Smith and Justin Turner. So the Dodgers improved to 88-41, snapping their 2-game losing streak. The Cubs fall to 60-66. Thank you for watching Replacement Player Baseball.